I'm Mark Camoccio and we're Mart TV. I've got to show you here a special rifle which was the sHW35 special edition grey laminate version, and quite an attractive gun, I think you'll agree. Now this one, obviously this is second hand, this is currently for sale at, obviously we've been kindly lent this by Range & Country, the big dealer in Sleaford. These were introduced as a special run about a couple of years ago, I believe. These were about 570 odd quid at the time. It's in immaculate condition and a very attractive rifle. Now these were one of a production run of, this is number 91 of 215. Now they apparently Weihrauch manufactured 500 of these, and then 215 of them, I'm not quite sure why that particular number, but 215 of them made their way to the UK, obviously as a limited production run. Obviously what it celebrates is the Weihrauch 35, which is it was a significant air gun, because I mean I got into air guns, you know, back in about 79, and in the mid 70s the you know, we had like the likes of Webley and BSA sort of ruling the roost on the home market, but there were a few continental guns in the background, sort of Weihrauch, Anschutz 335, the Weihrauch Sport, and the HW35 that were creeping in, and people were realising, you know, they just elevated the quality that bit further, and this was a significant gun. A lot of people were thinking, blimey, you know, it's got a top class trigger, the old record trigger unit that's fitted here, that's obviously stayed the course to this day. So that's on most of the Weihrauch rifles. All the spring guns get the Weihrauch record trigger. Nice broad blade, perfectly shaped, but if you see it inside, it's got a cassette, whereas you've got some basic springers and they've got sort of 2 or 3 sears. It's got a cassette with about 18 different components, so you know it's a sophisticated trigger unit, and it was way ahead of the game. And these, I think the standard 35 came out about 1951, I believe, and the standard 35 is still available as a production gun from Weihrauch. I suppose you could say that the stock's a little bit bland in styling, but you've got that full length finger length groove, and this is on the standard one as well, and that characteristic cutout on that side of the stock. And what's that all about, you may well ask? Well, of course that's all about this special which is unique to the 35, this special barrel lock. It's like a wedge style lock. Of course, if you think about it, the Achilles heel of any break barrel air gun is the fact that the breech moves, and over time it can wear. So Weihrauch cleverly built in this system, and what you do is you pull that forward, that spring-loaded catch, and that releases the barrel, and then you can cock it in the normal way. But you can see here it's all part of the componentry that guarantee total precision lineup. And it's obviously, as usual with Weihrauch, you've got a chunky breech block. You can adjust that and take up any play if you might get further down the line. So you're eliminating the big drawback of the break barrel system. You've got an articulated cocking linkage here. That was always the culprit with the sort of famous Weihrauch click that I was always told about years ago. And of course, as you cock it, you can get a little click from that. But by making it articulated, it means they can cut far less wood out, and you get a much more solid, rigid forend. So again, finer detail, but it helps. So with this, I mean, the downside, why Weihrauch persist in printing safety instructions or engraving cutting safety instructions into the actual metal. You know, we've elevated air guns so much these days, but it's rather childish that you're printing it like that, and it's sort of vandalism really. But they do it on all their guns. But that aside, you're talking, you know, high grade quality here. But I've got to highlight that because I still can't quite believe they do it. It follows the usual for Weihrauch 35, but you've got this fabulous stainless steel action, and so obviously you've got your arrestor bolts, you've got your automatic safety. Obviously it's extremely long when you look at the whole thing, but all part of the package is this stainless steel finished silencer, and under there you've got 1/2" UNF thread. So although this is quite long, it looks impressive, but you can take that off and put a much shorter, more compact, maybe more fitting barrel finisher on there, either another silencer or just a barrel finisher. They've not done any special sort of internal tweak which you might have thought they would have done on a special production run, but I'm nitpicking because yeah, the grey laminate it's very light. Obviously it's dense, it's the densest form of wood, got a lovely solid feel to everything. And yeah, if you're a collector or a fan of Weihrauch, and a lot of us are, this is quite a special rifle. So yeah, it's a really nice bit of kit, and obviously at the moment it's available to buy it, although this is a second-hand one. So that's the Weihrauch sHW35 special edition grey laminate.